Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a timeless topic, the power of silence. In a world that's constantly buzzing with noise, we rarely stop to think about how silence can actually be one of the most powerful tools we have. Today, we're going to break down 9 powerful moments when silence isn't just the best choice, but a strategic decision that can lead to more peace, wisdom, and success in your life. All these insights are rooted in ancient philosophy, specifically from the Stoic teachings of Marcus Aurelius. So grab your favorite drink, relax, and let's explore how silence can truly transform your life. Point 1. When you feel angry or provoked. Let's start with one of the most common and most challenging situations. Anger. We've all been there. Whether it's a rude comment, an argument at home, or someone cutting you off in traffic, anger can rise quickly. But as Marcus Aurelius taught, anger clouds our judgment and often leads to regret. When emotions flare up, silence is your shield. By choosing not to react immediately, you give yourself the chance to process your feelings and respond in a more thoughtful, measured way. Instead of fueling the fire with more words, silence helps you cool down and keep your integrity intact. Remember, silence is often louder than words, especially when the urge to lash out is strong. Point 2. When you don't fully understand something. Now, let's talk about those moments when we're tempted to speak without understanding the full picture. We've all been in situations where we want to chime in, offer an opinion, or give advice, but we don't really know enough about the subject. Marcus Aurelius encouraged us to resist the urge to speak when we don't have the full knowledge. Silence here is a sign of wisdom, self-discipline, and respect for the truth. By holding back, you give yourself the time to learn more, gather your thoughts, and make sure that what you say is meaningful and accurate. If you're unsure, sometimes saying nothing is the best way to show that you're humble and thoughtful. The role of silence in creativity. Silence isn't just about managing conflict or stress. It's also a powerful catalyst for creativity. When we quiet the noise around us, our minds have the space to wander, imagine, and create. Marcus Aurelius often found inspiration in solitude, and modern psychology agrees. Studies show that silence enhances problem-solving and fosters original thinking. Next time you're brainstorming or stuck on a creative challenge, try embracing silence. You might be surprised at how much clarity and inspiration come when you allow your mind a room to breathe. Point 3. When someone is complaining or complimenting you. Another situation where silence can be a powerful tool is when someone is either complaining or complimenting you. Compliments can be uplifting, but they can also feed the ego, while complaints can trigger defensiveness. In both cases, Marcus Aurelius advised us to remain calm and composed, avoiding reactions that might throw us off balance. Silence here acts as a grounding force. Instead of getting carried away by praise or feeling defensive in the face of criticism, staying silent allows us to maintain our focus and inner peace. A simple nod, a smile, or a brief acknowledgement is often enough to engage without getting emotionally entangled. Silence as a tool for empathy. Beyond active listening, silence can deepen empathy. By staying silent while someone shares their thoughts or emotions, you create a safe space for them to be vulnerable. This is especially important in sensitive conversations, where people may feel judged or misunderstood. Marcus Aurelius emphasized compassion and understanding, and silence is a practical way to embody those values. When we resist the urge to interrupt or offer solutions too quickly, We show others that we truly care about their feelings and experiences. Point 4. When you're in the middle of a conflict. Conflict is inevitable. It happens in relationships, at work, and even within ourselves. But Marcus Aurelius believed that the wise approach in conflict is to pause before speaking. When tensions rise, we often feel compelled to respond immediately, but reacting in haste only escalates the situation. Silence in conflict allows for reflection and cooling off. Rather than adding fuel to the fire, staying silent gives both sides a chance to process emotions and think about the best way forward. Silence doesn't mean backing down. It means being strategic about how you want to resolve the issue without escalating it further. Point 5. When someone else is speaking, active listening. Here's another moment where silence is incredibly powerful. When someone else is speaking, often, we're so focused on our own thoughts or preparing our response that we miss out on truly hearing the other person. Marcus Aurelius taught that we should listen attentively to others, giving them the respect and space to speak. Silence during active listening allows us to absorb what the other person is saying, understand their point of view, and respond more thoughtfully. When you let others speak without interrupting, you not only gain their trust, but you also learn more about the situation or their perspective, making your response more valuable. The relationship between silence and mindfulness. Silence and mindfulness go hand in hand. When we embrace silence, we naturally tune into the present moment, noticing the sounds, sensations, and emotions around us. Marcus Aurelius practiced mindfulness through his meditations, focusing on being present and grounded. Silence helps us step away from distractions and focus on what truly matters, whether it's savoring a moment of gratitude or simply observing the world with fresh eyes. By practicing silence regularly, you cultivate a mindfulness that can bring more peace and awareness into your life. Point 6. When you're in a position of power. Another powerful moment for silence comes when you're in a position of power, whether as a leader at work, a parent at home, or someone with influence in a group. Silence in leadership is often seen as a sign of strength and self-assurance. Instead of talking to fill the silence or trying to control every conversation, silence allows you to observe, think, and listen to what others are saying. When you choose silence in these moments, you invite others to speak up, share their ideas, and contribute. This not only fosters better communication, but it also builds respect. Leadership is not about saying the most. It's about leading with purpose and wisdom. Sometimes, silence can say more than 1,000 words. Point 7. When you're feeling stressed. Stress is an inevitable part of life, but how we manage it can make all the difference. When we're stressed, we often act impulsively, react emotionally, or speak without thinking. Marcus Aurelius believed that silence can be a form of self-care. In moments of stress, taking a step back and embracing silence gives us the time to breathe, reflect, and regain our composure. Whether it's a few deep breaths, a quiet moment alone, or simply stepping away from the situation, silence helps us reconnect with ourselves and approach the challenge with a clear, focused mind. Instead of adding more noise to an already stressful situation, silence brings the calm we need to think clearly and act with intention. How silence enhances learning. In the process of learning, silence is invaluable. When we stay quiet, we absorb more information and give ourselves the chance to fully process new ideas. Marcus Aurelius valued humility in learning, and silence is a clear expression of this humility. Whether you're reading a book, listening to a lecture, or learning a new skill, Embracing silence helps you stay focused and engaged. It allows you to observe, ask thoughtful questions, and truly grasp the material instead of rushing to respond or prove your knowledge. Point 8. When you have nothing valuable to add. Sometimes, we talk just to fill the silence or to seem engaged in the conversation. However, if you have nothing of value to add, silence is the best option. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted that empty words dilute our credibility and make us seem less thoughtful. In these moments, remaining silent shows maturity and respect for both the conversation and those around us. Instead of speaking for the sake of speaking, choose silence. It shows that you're discerning with your words, and it ensures that when you do speak, it's with purpose and meaning. Silence here is not a void. It's an act of choosing to speak only when you have something important to say. The spiritual dimension of silence. For many, silence is also a spiritual experience. It can connect us to something greater than ourselves, whether that's nature, a higher power, or simply the stillness within. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the vastness of the universe and our place in it, and silence offers us a similar opportunity to ponder life's deeper questions. In moments of silence, we can find a profound sense of connection, purpose, and inner peace. It's in these quiet moments that we often feel most aligned with our values and intentions. Point 9. When you need time for reflection. Finally, silence is essential when we need to reflect on our lives and decisions. In the chaos of daily life, we often forget to pause and check in with ourselves. Marcus Aurelius practiced regular self-reflection, using silence as a time to evaluate his actions, thoughts, and emotions. Silence gives us the space to grow. It helps us understand ourselves better, learn from our mistakes, and refine our goals. In our fast-paced world, we often feel pressured to be constantly busy or talking. But taking time to be silent, even for a few minutes each day, can provide the clarity and insight we need to make better decisions and live more intentionally. Building a daily practice of silence. Incorporating silence into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. Start with just 5 minutes a day where you sit quietly, away from screens and distractions. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of setting aside time for self-reflection, and a daily silence practice mirrors this habit. Over time, you'll notice the benefits: greater clarity, improved focus, and a deeper sense of calm. Like any skill, the more you practice silence, the more naturally it will become a part of your life, enhancing every moment. And there you have it, 9 powerful moments where silence can not only improve your life, but also elevate your relationships, decision-making, and personal growth. By practicing silence in these situations, you can increase your self-awareness, maintain your peace of mind, and make wiser choices. Remember, silence is not the absence of action. It's a powerful tool for reflection, wisdom, and self-control. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who could use a little more peace in their lives. Leave a comment below. How do you use silence in your daily life? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, embrace the power of silence and keep growing.